So WOW is in the house.
Woo woo. And I'm Jennifer Friedman.
I'm Steve Friedman with the Dripping Springs Art League, and yes, WOW is in the house.
What is WOW?
WOW is West of Weird. We're going to have a West of Weird art tour right here in Dripping Springs, May 17th and 18th, Saturday and Sunday, and it's going to be an awesome experience for artists.
2025.
Yes,
Hey.
2025.
So 17th and 18th, and it's going to be a combination. So the Dripping Springs Art League had a tour before it was a nonprofit.
Right.
Back in
2023.
May? Was it May?
It was May.
Yeah.
It was May.
And
May, beginning of May.
And it was primarily galleries, correct?
It was all galleries. We had 7 galleries that participated. And I think what we heard, as you know, because you were part of the tour,
Yep.
and as you heard, I mean, we had a lot of people come out, and
Yes.
most people said they didn't even know there were galleries here in Dripping Springs.
Right.
And which is unfortunate. So we're certainly trying to highlight the fact that there's amazing artists right here in Dripping, and fantastic galleries as well. And so this time we're taking the experience we had from 2 years ago and going bigger. So the
What's that mean, bigger?
So West of Weird Art Tour will have 35 different galleries or home studio artists that are going to be participating
Nice.
from across the Dripping Springs area. So 3 or 4 galleries, and the rest are home studio artists, either showing out of their home, most of them, and a few of them are at hubs, including right here at Primal Gallery. So it gives more artists here locally the opportunity to share their art, and so for the community to come and see the art, see where the magic is made, and pick up a couple of pieces for their home.
Jennifer, your studio going to be in the tour?
My studio is going to be on the tour.
Awesome.
So I'm not sure. I was debating on whether or not I should clean it up or not clean it up. It's like, is it a messy mess? I figure maybe I should just get all the stuff up off the floor so people don't fall. Yeah, that was a big topic of discussion at our, we had a Business of Art meeting about a month ago on how to do an open house, which essentially this is. And so we had a panel of artists give a talk to all the people who were interested in participating, just to be able to ask questions and find out. And that was the topic that was debated. Should we clean the art studio, or should we just leave it as it really is?
So before I started Primal Gallery, I did a lot of market research. So I went to all the tours up in the north side of Austin, Round Rock, Georgetown. And what I learned back then was in a big art tour, and they were huge. Total sales would be about 3 art pieces. And so I was thinking, okay, will that work for me as a business? And it would, if you get the right marketing and clientele in, obviously. So I assume for you guys, you're going to be serving some liquor and some snacks and all the good stuff.
That was also another topic. Another question is, well, I mean, I think that we should all serve whatever we feel is appropriate in our spaces. So
Yeah, I agree.
I'm probably going to have some champagne or wine.
For others.
Yes, for others. Cheers.
But I think it's an opportunity for each artist to do what they want to do. So some may be doing demos, some may have music, some may offer a wide variety of refreshments, but I would expect most all will have something there in addition to, obviously, the art.
Right. So what time? You mentioned Saturday and Sunday. Same times both days?
11 to 6. On
Saturday.
Both days.
Oh, both days.
We just really wanted to make it simple.
Yeah.
Everything is open, so all 35 artists will be available for viewing and seeing both days from 11 to 6, and so you don't have to worry about what time, which days, which place. There's a lot of information out on our website, which is artandripping.com/wow tour for West of Weird.
Nice.
And so we will have maps up, interactive opportunities, so you can plan your day, where you want to maybe start and stop. We found that of the 35 different artists, that they're really well spread out around the area in Dripping. So if you come from the northwest of downtown, there's 5 or 6 galleries or artists that are right up there. If you're
Nice.
more on the eastern side toward Belterra, there's about 4 different places you can hit within 5 minutes of each other. And there's a lot of places in between all across the area. So it should be a fantastic day, and you can pick one or both days and come out and see whichever places you'd like.
So what kind of art does one expect to see in the tour? Everything. I would-
Everything and anything. And I think people should be prepared to be surprised in a good way.
Good.
Yeah.
So this is an inside joke. Are we going to see some of that glass artwork I was promised from a previous video?
Steve?
I will not be displaying my art.
Oh, that's disappointing.
He needs a few lessons
Oh,
first.
okay.
But, just to follow up, I mean, it's amazing that I think artists are maybe more familiar with the area that they obviously work in, and
Yeah.
people that may not be artists themselves may not understand the full definition of art. But we have metal artists, we have stained glass artists, ceramicists, jewelry artists, fiber artists, sculpture, certainly acrylics, watercolor, oil, and you'll
Digital.
see all of that
Nice.
on display.
And it's free.
It's completely free.
How do they get copies of the map or...
Easiest way is to go to artanddripping.com backslash wow tour. And so there you'll be able to see the whole map, and you'll be able to understand where your plot is. When you go to wherever you go to first, and it can be anywhere you'd like, we'll also have a brochure there that'll have the listing of all the participating artists and galleries, and a map. So even if you don't go online, all you need to know is where you want to start, and then you can pick up the paper copy if you'd like.
Annual event? Biannual? What are we
It should be an
thinking here?
annual event. Yeah.
Annual event?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's going to be so popular. You're going to have to do this more than once.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. We do have a lot of other stuff going on. Certainly in the fall, we have things going on.
Like what?
So in the fall, we'll be back at Songwriters Festival. So last year, 2024, was our first year at Songwriters. So we had an art lounge that was a huge tent with hundreds of pieces of art from our artists, and we expect to do that even bigger and better this year. So we're very excited about that. We'll be participating in the Pound House's Pioneer Day, which comes up in September 20th. So plenty of things to do then as well, and we also have some ongoing activities.
Yeah, so every month we have a few different activities. One is we do a family art morning at the Appamata School. And we have 3 artists that will teach the kids, and they come with either their parents or their grandparents in some cases. Sometimes the whole family comes.
Nice.
And they'll do a different activity each month, and it's completely free. We also have a program for the teens, an after school unplugged at the library, so they get off of all their digital devices and come in and create. So that is once a month, I think on a Thursday. And it's free. And then we also have a member social. It might be a coffee morning or a wine and cheese evening, and that's a great way for our artists to come in and meet a smaller group of people, be able to showcase their artwork, and just kind of introduce themselves to each other and have a few little nibbles and learn more about what we have going on and how people can get involved.
Nice. So May 17th, 18th, 35 participants. Are you guys tough? You've cut it off. No latecomers. If they watch this and they go, hey, I want to be part of this. Have you guys drawn the line in the sand? And
Yeah, we've gotten to a point where we're about to. So promotion is really important, right?
Yeah.
We want to make sure everybody's aware and knows what's going on and blocks it off on their calendar. And so we'll be printing out brochures and other things here pretty quickly. And so once we do that, in order for the artist to be part of the promotion, we have to cut it off. So.
well, you know what I might do is I've considered putting up a few tents here. So if we have latecomers, you know, I might put them under one of the tents.
Okay.
And then I just have to pay my dues to you guys, DSAL, right? I mean, it's a nonprofit, so I don't know how many. It's going to be weather dependent. whether or not I can put them out in the grass or the parking lot. But yeah, it'll be interesting. I appreciate you guys doing this. It really helps the artists.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, our pleasure. It is really exciting to see artists that have generally never shown their stuff to other people.
Right.
And now they're either opening their home up, or they're coming here to your parking lot, or they're having opportunities to share what they do, get feedback from other people, which is a first, but a good opportunity for their growth, and selling a few pieces of art. So.
Well, and I think too, it kind of pushes us artists out of our comfort zone.
Right.
Because sometimes we feel like we can share and communicate with others through art, but to also be able to explain our process, explain our inspiration is a skill that is something you have to practice.
Right.
And being able to talk to people and have it flow naturally, you just have to do that over and over and over. And so I think this will help build confidence in our artists to be able to say, yes, I create art, and this is why I do it, this is how I do it, and just being able to connect. And I think that's probably the most exciting thing, is for our community to actually meet and speak with our artists one-on-one, and just really kind of get to know, because we find that when the community connects with an artist, they're more likely to feel so inclined to purchase their art and have it in their home, or purchase it as a gift, that there's a story that goes with it. So this is a great opportunity to get those stories out there.
Hey, two more huge questions.
No, here it comes.
Yeah. So the first one is, I'm going to have to find somebody to replace me here at Primal Gallery so I can go to the home stores, right? The second question is, I'm assuming we're going to have some artists doing live demonstrations and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
And that's going to be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, like you were saying, you get to connect with the artist. And I also think that whether it's here with live artists or demos, or at various different studios, to see where and how they create, what's on their table that they're working on right now, and that sort of thing is just a bit magical.
Yeah.
I do suspect that we're going to get a lot of artists going on these tours, just
Sure.
because they're curious. Well, how do you store all your paint supplies, and what are all those different colored drawers for?
Right.
Well, I'm looking forward to this. May 17th,
17th and 18th.
11 a.m., 6
6
p.m.
Yes.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Good seeing you,
Thank you,
Jennifer.
Joe. Thanks
See
for
you,
having
Steve.
us.
Thanks, Joe.